This is your parabi.
Yeah. Hello, folks. Welcome to Fun and Food Gardeners. We are doing a little, tour of our garden here. A friend of mine just showed up, and we're showing him what we have here. So, yeah. So this is the scarlet runner. This is our grape. Oh, look! Come and see bigger bulbs.
Okay.
Look.
Oh yeah.
See that?
Big.
See how big these ones are?
Mm-hmm.
The grapes. So we have them forming all over the place. Despite the fact that we cut it down though.
Don't come close.
Yeah, go there.
Because you don't know
Go,
where
okay, go there. Go there. So despite the fact that we have we cut it down. So go there. So we cut it down so well that we only have a little bit. You get the point?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the point. So initially last year it was like covering the whole place,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't want to have that bush, so we chopped it down.
Okay.
And even with chopping down, you can see you can see what is going on. It's still trying to run the place off. So we have a beans that is barely surviving here.
Okay.
It's a very tough beans.
Okay.
I had After planting all my beans, I had one. I just threw it in there.
Put it in there.
I forgot about it, and the day I saw it, it was already trying to climb on this. So you can see how well it's doing. And the grapes are still like I have all the green grapes. This is the grape that this grape doesn't have seed. Does have seed,
Okay.
and that's the one you need.
Okay.
That's the one that contains all the things you actually need from grape, not the seedless ones.
Okay.
This is the real one. We have two plants of it. We have this one right here. We have another one down there on the other side. We'll see it. And so then you have the corn. You have my kale.
Oh no, that's kale.
Yeah, you see the kale. They tout this to be the king of protein.
Yeah, kale is quite good.
It has a lot. It has a lot. It's cool. But I do like the sweet shot better. I do like the sweet shot better. And
You just eat it without washing it.
you don't have to. This is all clean. This is all organic. You just make sure that there's no spider webs because because of the summer, these things would like to hide at the back of them, just to get some sunshade. So once you verify that this is all clean, you can watch it, you can eat it, you can just.
What is this?
Oh, this is asparagus.
Asparagus?
Yes.
Is that how asparagus is?
Yeah. Asparagus has two types. It has the male and the female one.
Okay.
The one you eat is the female one.
Okay.
That's one I will show you actually. That's the female one I will cut today down there.
Okay.
So you cut the female one, eat it. The male one you have to leave. That's what keeps the plant alive. So two of them comes up. The male one runs up and then has the leaves like this. The female one just comes up and then gives you the meat. You cut it off and you eat it.
Oh really?
Yeah. So we use it and made a fence all the way around here. See, we made this fence down there, and so in between this we did something else. We threw in some scarlet runner beans.
Okay.
Now see the beans all the way inside here.
Yes.
So the idea is to get the beans to form these are pole beans, meaning that they go up. It's not like the one that crawl on the ground. So the idea is to have these beans to run on this corn. And you can see that I'm not even doing anything on it. On this one is just climbing on the corn, using the corn as a trellis, and then going up and down.
Going up.
So that's basically what we have. So we have, I think we have about 15 of them that we threw inside the corn. We have line of them up there. But then you can see the corn. These corns were planted. We did this first week of April. First week of May.
It's already sprouting.
Yeah, first week of May. That's what we did. So it's less than 2 months. It's roughly 2 months old, and you can see the flowers are coming up. So we have the grills coming up, and look at how healthy they are. Yeah. We hardly touch any fertilizer. If we use any fertilizer, it's organic. Jobs. We normally buy from Amazon. Jobs organic fertilizer. Now these tomatoes you are looking at here. See this line? I pruned my tomato. We have a huge tomato garden on the other side.
Okay.
So we pruned the tomatoes. We like giving the tomatoes some air from underneath. You see it one will go over there. So we pruned all the tomatoes, and we were able to generate some of the cuttings I put them in the water, and then I gave them 1 week. We were able to get them to root, and then I planted them. Just these are cuttings from tomatoes, and then I planted them. This is just like two weeks old, and we are still going to get enough tomatoes here. This is enough for a typical family. What we get here will be enough for a typical family, but we have tons of tomatoes on the other side. And so this is it for this, so you can see kale underneath. These kales were planted last year. Look at the kales. They were all planted last year, right? And so this year we wanted to take them off and plant new ones. At a hunch, we decided to just cut them as low as possible, and then plant corn in here, and then leave them. If they survive, that's fine. If they don't survive, that's fine. But you can see that they survived. We've already cut them 3 times since we've already been picking them 3 times, and you can see we have more there. So that's the thing with this. And we had these 2 leftover corns from what we planted, about 2 or 3 of them. We threw them in here, and even, you can see that even those ones are still coming up. And then down here we have these are radishes.
What's that?
White radish. Yes.
Radish, I like radish.
Yeah, so these are radishes. We have a lot of them. We have more over there.
I like radish for
Yes,
salad.
exactly. So these are radishes. We threw the excess in here. We've been eating from here. We've essentially eaten all the ones we have here. And this is the cucumber. We have only 2 cucumber plants.
Okay.
But they are very healthy. This is the one here and one here. We build this thing for it, so you can just climb up from here and then get up there. And over there on the tires, that place used to be terrible. We reclaimed it this year. We bought some shredded wood. And can you turn that off? Turn that off for now. Yeah, so we bought some shredded wood. We bought shredded wood, and then we filled up that place with all the wood pieces that we have here. We laid them on the ground, filled up that place with shredded wood, and then went to the other place, got these tires for free.
Okay.
Then we cut them. You cut the tires to get more planting space.
Okay.
And then we threw them in there. You can see we have like 5 bins in those tires. Each of those tires there have about 5 bins in them. You can see that, right? Mm-hmm. And then in the middle, we threw in sweet potatoes.
Yeah,
Those are sweet potatoes. Those are sweet potatoes in the middle. You can see them. These are all sweet potatoes.
Are you going to send me that video?
Yeah, I'll send
you. Video.
No, that's fine. I'll send you this. So these are all sweet potatoes in here. See that? These are all sweet potatoes. Yeah, I'll send you the video. So, I didn't introduce my friend. His name is attorney Ukeli. So for those that don't know him, he practices
law. Is fine.
Exactly. He practices law here in DC. So we threw in all this. I have 3 in here because this is a bigger tire. Mm-hmm. And guess what? Even if I get one out of them, that's fine, because we got all these potatoes. We got them from just 2. We call them slips. Okay. You don't plant sweet potatoes directly. Okay. You plant this. So when you take one, you put it on the ground, it gives you tons of them. Like this one. If you look right here, you see all the slips that are coming. Yeah. You just grab each of them and plant them, and you get massive amount of potatoes. So we are actually building up somewhere where we'll plant the rest of the slips. Okay. And so that's what we have here. This place was really, where I'm standing right now, one of the worst parts of the property. And this year we decided to reclaim them. Cut down all these trees, and then decided to plant the beans first, because we were afraid whether there's not much nitrogen in the area. And then you can see how the beans are doing. We stake them. These are all pole beans. We will connect them with a rope and run them to that tree. So all of them will just come and join the rope and run straight to the tree. We're not going to pick them. They're not green beans for us. We will let them grow to maturity. Okay. So because of that, we don't care where it goes. Because of the tree, we get them later. Exactly. So, and if you look here, you see it's scattered tomatoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then a bunch of them right here. These tomatoes were tomatoes that we threw away last year. We threw them up somewhere there, and then this year we saw that they were all over the place. So these are hybrid cherry tomatoes. So they were so good last year, but this year we decided to plant bigger ones. But then, because I didn't want to lose them, I decided to throw them in here. And you can see, they're already flowering. In the next week or so, you have bulbs in here. Really low maintenance. Whatever you see here is what we already have on the property. I didn't buy anything else for them. And then if you look in the middle, what you are looking at is cocoyam.
That's cocoyam.
These are cocoyam.
For white soup.
Yes, they call them taro. We planted 14 of them. We incubated 14 of them. We got them in March, and then covered them with compost indoors in March. Then as soon as it hit the first week of May, we brought them out, and they were already the shoots were already coming up, and then we put them here. 13 survived, so we have 13 full ones in here right now coming up, and that's the only one that we lost. And in that spot right there,
what is this?
those are lettuce.
Lettuce.
Yeah, those are all lettuces. You can see we have them. The way we plant that's the sweet shot. We still have more sweet shot. These are the red ones.
Okay.
So the way we plant our lettuces, we don't want them to take any space. So we just use them like a fence. Okay. So you see how we not constantly put them there? They're not bothering anybody. They just stay there. This is another zucchini right here, zucchini plant. So they're not bothering anybody, they just stay there. And then we also threw in, these are bush beans, unlike the other one that you saw. These are bush beans, not pole beans. Okay. And then we just use them as a small fence right here. And that's what we've been picking all the lettuces. We've been picking them. We have tons of them already in the house. We just keep picking them and they keep coming. We try to water them every day because they need a lot of water. Without the water, you won't get far with lettuces, especially when the heat starts coming. Okay. So, but they need water. It's all 95% of water. So, and then over here we have our pumpkins. We didn't really plant these pumpkins this year. These were leftovers from last year. Okay. So we got the compost where they were, threw it in here, and they came back. So that's what we're looking at. Wow. And these are peppers. These are all cayenne peppers, hot cayenne peppers. Okay. We put them in 5-gallon buckets, 5-gallon plastic bags. And look at them. I cut this one off yesterday because I wanted to spread out. You see this one spread out, everyone spread out, but this one, if you leave it, it just runs straight. And it will only give you only one thread. Yeah. But when you cut it, it will spread out and you get more yield. So just like these other ones.
Your pumpkin is fruiting already?
Yes, I pollinated all this myself. I did all the pollination on the pumpkins. See the pumpkins right here?